Okay, can you talk a little bit about where we start the next season?
Yes. We start the next season. There's been a bunch of nukes activated, missile defenses, right?
Yeah. We started the season right where season 1 left off.
Yeah, like literally
The next shot, yeah.
And it affects me. It affects me directly more than anything that's ever happened in the show up to this point, because my enclosure is destroyed, and so there's no more safety, and there's no more communication between the group. I mean, at least even when things were falling apart at the end of last season, I at least had an eye on Murphy, and now I can't find him, and I can't find them, and so we're all thrown into chaos.
What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for everyone this season?
Survival. I mean, it's the stakes are higher than they've ever been. At least when you guys had Murphy, there was some sort of sense of purpose.
Yeah. At the end, the beginning of season 2, we were separated from Murphy, and we have to go back and find him and corral him and convince him to come back to continue with the mission.
Because he's having doubts. He doesn't experimenting on. He doesn't know what the next step is. Also,
he's also realizing new powers about himself.
There's a godlike quality,
and he doesn't feel like he needs to. He's not the most.
He's shifty as hell.
Yeah.
Like he was shifty as hell. Like before this, all in the first episode of season 1.
Take it to another level.
Yeah. I mean, imagine giving a guy who has low morals the powers, and he could be basically a god in this world that we live in. It must be seductive.
So will we see Citizen Z? Will he team up with a new group of people to?
That would be later on in the show. I think there's some talk of it. I can't really directly address it because we don't even know what's happening at the end of this season. We don't. We get scripts as we get them, and they really don't tell us what's coming up. I mean, we know in advance probably if we're going to die, but that's pretty much all we know. This year I'm killing zombies, so that's something different. That's pretty fun. But yeah, we have no idea where we're going with this. I'm sure Carl our creator probably has it planned out for season 8, but we're not told beyond the next episode. Also, why would you tell actors anything?
Yeah, because they're blabbermouths.
Exactly.
Look at us. Look what we're doing right now.
Guess who does? Kidding.
I was about to ask
I was going to say.
What do you think about your training and stuff for on the weapons? How much training?
Do you guys do training?
No. The most training that we've got is our props people have been pretty well versed in the props that we're using, so they can show us how to use the guns. And actually, also our on-set medic is really great with guns.
Ricky Giles.
He's really great with guns.
I love him.
He's taught me a lot about how to shoot. And
I thought my bag was full.
Yeah, I haven't did any weapons training. It's interesting because I've never worked in a show where we don't shoot blanks. It's all done in post. So it's interesting. So I guess that's why they don't have to tell us what's happening. I shoot a rocket launcher this year though, and I'm stoked about it. I just remembered that. Wow, that's like an acid flashback. I cannot wait to do it. They're going to have to tell me how to do that, obviously. But at least a YouTube video. So there'll be some preparation. I played a cop for 2 years, so I learned how to handle a gun. But my character is an idiot, so he shouldn't know how to handle a gun. I don't know, it's a lot.
So are there any big zombie moments that you're anxious for us to see? Like outrageous stuff?
yeah, a ton of them.
He would know more than I would.
Can't tell you all about them.
I only know what I see on Facebook in our little private page.
Yeah.
They'll post pictures of cool looking zombies. I'm like, I wish I was there for that.
Yeah.
But then I remember how much exercise is involved being there, and I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, the coolest thing about this season is we have a bunch of different breeds of zombies. So based on where they are and where they died, there's different ways that they have mutated, so that it's totally a different ball game. Each episode is what these zombies are going to be like. Yeah.
What's your Comic-Con experience been this year?
Mine has been mind blowing. This is the first Comic-Con I've ever been to. It's way bigger and than I ever imagined.
This one's different for me because I know exactly what I'm saying and I'm not hungover. I've been so good this time. Because I came from work and I'm going back to work. But the first time I was here, man, I gave an interview at 7 o'clock in the morning and I'd been in bed for maybe an hour. And it was brutal. And it taught me a lesson. I didn't learn it that weekend though. But I've learned it now. But tonight it's on. If you see me around town, actually look for me on the news tomorrow. Because I'm going out hard.